Virginia FFA, get on your feet for your 2018-2019 State FFA Officer Team.
I'ma hold them down forever. Us against the world, we can battle whoever. Together ain't no way we gon' fail. You know I got your back, just like a turtle shell. Nobody do it better. All my brothers tryna get some cheddar. We all want our cut like the shredder. Me and my bros come together for the dough. Bought the orange Lamborghini, call it Michelangelo. With the nunchuck dough, and I'm pulling up slow. When we fall up in the party, they know anything goes. Shake my Rolex, it say I'm the man of the hour. All this green in my pockets, you can call it turtle power. Ain't nothing that could come in between me and my brothers. We all around if it's going down. It's just us, all for one. Yeah, you hearing right, our business done. We disappear into the night. Came up together, so we all down for the fight. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Family ain't nothing strong as that. And I'll be posted where the strong as that. Brothers by my side, city on my back. Real heroes, that's what the people want. They ain't born, gotta create them. Saying we gone soon as we save them. That's part of the plan. By my side, I'ma keep my brothers. Live or die, man, we need each other.
Your State Sentinel from the James Wood FFA chapter, Catherine Thompson. Your State Reporter from the Fluvan FFA chapter, Newland Humphrey. Your State Treasurer from the Nelson Senior FFA chapter, Fitzgerald. Your State Vice President from the Culpeper FFA chapter, Matthew Myers. Your State Vice President from the Lord Bonitot FFA chapter, Claire Seibel. Your State Vice President from the Strasburg FFA chapter, Nathan McDonald. Your State Secretary from the Turner Ashby FFA chapter, Kendall Nicely. And your State President from the Smith Mountain FFA chapter, Ethan Jackson.
The convention hall will come to order. We are now holding the fourth session of the 93rd Annual Virginia FFA State Convention. Mr. Vice President, are all officers at their stations?
I shall call the roll of officers, determine if they're at their stations, and report back to you, Mr. President. The Sentinel.
Station by the door.
Your duty's there.
Through this door pass many friends of the FFA. It is my duty to see that the door is open to our friends at all times and that they are welcome. I care for the meeting room and paraphernalia. I strive to keep the room comfortable and assist the president in maintaining order.
The Reporter.
The reporter is stationed by the flag.
Your duty. Why by the flag?
As the flag covers the United States of America, so I strive to inform the people in order that every man, woman, and child may know that the FFA is a national organization that reaches from the state of Alaska to the Virgin Islands and from the state of Maine to Hawaii.
The Treasurer.
Stationed at the Emblem of Washington.
Your duty's there.
I keep a record of receipts and disbursements, just as Washington kept his farm accounts, carefully and accurately. I encourage thrift among the members and strive to build up our financial standing through savings and investments. George Washington was better able to serve his country because he was financially independent.
The secretary.
Stationed by the ear of corn.
Your duty's there.
I keep an accurate record of all meetings and correspond with other secretaries wherever corn is grown and FFA members meet.
The advisor.
Here by the owl.
Why stationed by the owl?
The owl is a time-honored emblem of knowledge and wisdom. And being older than the rest of you, I am asked to advise you from time to time as the need arises. It is my hope that my advice will always be based on true knowledge and ripened with wisdom. Mr. Vice President, why do you keep a plow at your station?
The plow is the symbol of labor and tillage of the soil. Without labor, neither knowledge nor wisdom can accomplish much. My duties require me to assist at all times in directing the work of our organization. I preside over meetings in the absence of our president, whose place is beneath the rising sun.
Why is the president so stationed?
The rising sun is the token of a new era in agriculture. If we will follow the leadership of our president, we shall be led out of the darkness of selfishness and into the glorious sunlight of brotherhood and cooperation. Mr. President, all officers are at their stations.
Thank you, Mr. Vice President. The Secretary will call the roll of members.
I am pleased to announce at this, the fourth session of the 93rd Virginia FFA State Convention, that there are 1,800 members and guests present. Mr. President.
Thank you. FFA members, why are we here? To practice brotherhood, honor agricultural opportunities and responsibilities, and develop those qualities of leadership which an FFA member should possess. May we accomplish our purposes. I now declare this, the fourth session of the 93rd Annual Virginia FFA State Convention, duly open for the transaction of business or attention to any matters which may properly be presented.
The best things come in three, right? I mean, you have BLTs, Snap, Crackle, Pop, and Rock, Paper, Scissors. Our session chairs tonight are no different. Let's welcome the three vice presidents, or as they like to refer to themselves, the Golden Trio. But I like to refer them as the good, the bad, and the ugly.
All right, let's get this straight. Which of us? Who's who?
Well, I think we can all agree that Claire is most definitely the good.
But what's that make the two of you?
Ooh, sorry, bro, but I don't want to be the ugly.
Princess, if I spent half the time on my hair as you did yours, I think I wouldn't be the ugly one either.
Whoa, guys, I think we need to change the subject to something a little less heated.
Yeah, can we talk about a little bit of some iconic trios right now? I mean, let's talk about the Kardashians. You know, like they always say, there's a lot of baggage that comes with us, but it's like Louis Vuitton and you always want it.
Sure, the Kardashians are iconic. However, I wouldn't consider them the VIPs. But we will be introducing the VIPs of Virginia FFA tonight up here on stage.
You want to know another cool fact about trios? Triangles have the greatest structural integrity of any shape, and they make up the foundation of tons of structures. And tonight, we'll get to hear the report of our very own Virginia FFA Foundation.
Thank you, Claire, for your nerdy insight. Tonight, we will be hearing more nerdy wisdom from your state vice president, Claire Seibel, and some good stories like Forrest Gump, Jenny, Lieutenant Dan, from your state vice president, Ethan Jackson, as they share their RAs tonight.
Yeah, Matthew, you're definitely right. We do need some wisdom. I mean, we're pretty dysfunctional. But these FFA members have it all together as we introduce our area and state stars tonight.
Yeah, we definitely didn't know what we were doing 100% of the time. But Hakuna Matata. After all, we were basically Simba, Timon, and Pumbaa wandering around the jungle. But the Proficiency winners we'll meet tonight knew exactly where they were going with their SAEs. With all that planning and record keeping, I'd bet they didn't have to be as afraid of specialty agriculture as Nathan.
That's just awkward, Nathan. But tonight, we will be welcoming 196 Jedis, just like Obi-Wan Kenobi, Ren, and Luke Skywalker, Jedis into our association.
But you gotta admit, the three of us take some pretty great family photos. Tonight, we'll be meeting the original takers of family photos as we introduce our state officer families.
But family photos are no fun unless they're as awkward as we are. And we can't talk about awkwardness without discussing our seriously cringy dance moves. I mean, we are not the most coordinated bunch. But all that cringiness aside, we will all get the chance to show off our dance moves after session at our very own Virginia FFA dance.
We may not be wearing pink tonight like Regina, Gretchen, and Karen from Mean Girls, but we are rocking our snazzy blue corduroy. So get ready and welcome to session 4.
It is always a pleasure to recognize a group of individuals who are constantly working to support and better our FFA Association and its members. Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to present the VIPs in attendance this evening. Please stand as your name is called. Dr. Steve Brown, National FFA Advisor. Miss Cindy Vance, past Virginia FFA Executive Secretary. Mr. Turner Trice, Virginia FFA Camp Director. Members of the Virginia FFA Foundation Board. Mrs. Jordan Stowe, National FFA Southern Region Vice President. Mr. Brian Alexander, Chair of the Virginia FFA Advisory Council. Dr. Phil Fravel, Clemson University. Representatives of Virginia Farm Bureau. 2019 CDE coordinators, judges, and assistants. Virginia FFA past state officers. All partners, donors, and affiliates. Thank you to each of you for taking time to be with us this evening as we celebrate the achievements of our members.
The Virginia FFA Association is fortunate to have the Virginia FFA Foundation, which exists to aid in all facets of our organization. As FFA members, we reap the benefits of numerous contests, leadership programs, awards, and so much more. However, these opportunities would cease to exist without the support of our Virginia FFA Foundation donors. Please join me in thanking all of our donors who continue to provide opportunity and growth for our association. To present the Virginia FFA Foundation report, please join me in welcoming to the stage the incoming chairman of the Virginia FFA Foundation, Mr. Chris Adkins.
Good evening, Virginia FFA. I am Chris Atkins, the chair of the Virginia FFA Foundation. On behalf of all members of the foundation, we would like to thank the donors, supporters, families, and most importantly, the Virginia FFA members for making this such a successful convention. In 2018, we raised $109,000 to support the mission of the Virginia FFA. As of June 16th of this year, we have already raised $91,000, and we hope to double the total of last year's donations as we finish out 2019. The most important thing that we do with these funds is to send state winners to the National Convention and to the Big E, so that FFA members can compete at the national stage. We are excited to announce tonight that all CD, LD, and Proficiency winners will receive a travel scholarship to represent Virginia FFA at the national stage. This would not be possible without the generous support of our donors. We would encourage all of you to visit our website, supportffa.org, to learn more about how you can give, and to see how you can find out about the new Support Virginia FFA license plates. How many of you out there tonight have one of our license plates? Now, how many of you have heard of a gentleman named Andy Seibel? Well, the Virginia FFA Foundation is humbled and excited to have voted today to have launched an Andrew Seibel Legacy Fund, which you can give to on our website by dedicating your gift to his name. Today we put $7,500 to this legacy, and we hope to raise $25,000 over the next 5 years to show our appreciation for his lifelong commitment to Virginia FFA. Right now I'd like to give everyone a round of applause for Andy Seibel's support. Before I leave you, I would like to ask all FFA members, both past and present, to remember that once you take your blue jacket off and our journey comes to a close, that you look back on your experiences on our organization, and you remember to give back to ensure that future generations of FFA members can have the same opportunities that we were all granted. Thank you.
Presenting her retiring address entitled Unseen and Ever Present, please join me in welcoming your State Vice President and our teammate, Claire Seibel.
When we look into the night sky, what do we see? What is left unseen? Who is out there unseen? All around us, billions of stars shine constantly. But many are easy to miss because their light gets blocked from our view by the atmosphere and pollution. These stars are still present and radiant and beautiful as ever, but we lose sight of them. All around us, billions of people shine with potential. Tragically, this potential gets blocked from our view by the pollutants of poverty, hardships, and discrimination. And we alone cannot change this. However, we can still choose to see the fiery, brilliant potential in all people. When we want to see the night skies in all their glory, all it takes are some lenses. And we get a choice of what kind of lenses to fill our telescope with. will we choose the lenses of selfishness, stereotypes, bias, prejudice, elitism? When we do, the sky gets blurry and the stars cannot be seen. But we have a choice. We can choose to fill our telescope with the lenses of understanding, empathy, and love. When we make this choice, the external factors don't matter anymore. We get to see the beauty in the heart of the people beside us, around the world. We get the privilege to see and acknowledge what they had the whole time. And we can dream of a universe where everyone can be seen. When was a time you felt alone and unseen? When you needed someone to just understand? When was a time you needed empathy? We all need understanding and empathy. And you have the power to be the person who provides it. Because when people feel seen, when they feel cared about and understood, something ignites inside of them. Empathy causes the combustion that propels us to finally understand what's inside ourselves, take action, and start a chain reaction. That allows us all to benefit by being able to come together and finally being able to solve the problems that pollute our world. Imagine a universe where no one has to feel alone in their struggles. Let's discover it. This lens of empathy is a powerful force. It's what makes us leaders. We get caught up in thinking leadership and change is only about titles and status, but that's half the story. There are two kinds of leadership. One that is based off titles and authority, and one that is empathy-based. This second type of leadership contains all people who make us feel better, feel cared about, believe in ourselves, and dream more. And titles and empathy do not have to coexist. There are amazing people out there who make the world seem brighter for us and inspire us to change, who do not bear a title. At this moment, you hold empathy, and you already have everything that it